Yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Sunlight Cove here, and today I'm going to be starting a new series called What If, inspired by the Marvel series with the same name. Today I'm going to be covering something that I don't really see a lot of people talking about, and that is, what if Samus was in Dead Space? No, I don't mean a character you meet along the way, I mean if she were the main character instead of Isaac. Before I start the story, just note that this doesn't take place in any specific timeline or events of the series. This is just its own thing in the way I see it. If you do like this series, be sure to hit the like button down below and comment on what game you want to have a what if story on. With that out of the way, I hope you enjoy the video. In order for this story to work, Samus would need a reason to go to the Ishimura, because if she were flying around in space one day and come across the ship, she might not even bother exploring. During the events of Dead Space, it is said that the Ishimura sent out a distress signal, which is why Isaac and the other characters are there in the first place. So here's how I see it. Samus was flying around space one day when the Galactic Federation had nothing for her to do after the mission in Metroid Fusion, when she gets a distress signal from a nearby ship called the USG Ishimura. Curious, she goes over to investigate and goes inside the landing area where the USG Killian would be at this point in the story. After Samus leaves her ship, her suit begins disintegrating due to her lack of energy to keep the suit intact, so she's stuck in her shorts and sports bra. So basically, instead of the Ishimura reaching out to the CEC and sending their repair team out there, Samus instead finds it and goes explore the ship. Now, one thing I didn't think of before making this video is the zero gravity sections and the oxygen sections of the game. I think maybe Samus could find a suit somewhere in the Ishimura and just wear that throughout the game. Oh wait, I didn't think of that. She could also probably use her high heels and her Smash Bros model, which I think is meant for like hovering around for short periods of time. Yeah, that could work. I truly believe Samus's first encounter with a necromorph would lead to her death. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, she wouldn't die. However, she probably wouldn't have any clue to what was happening. I could see Samus walking inside the lobby and walk into the control room. Curious, she pressed the button that displays the ship's map, which shows half of it's in the red, and then the quarantine system would go off. Now, you would think that the game would be over, but I see Samus hacking the door herself, just like Daniels does. Now on the run from necromorphs, the game will play out pretty much normally as it does in the original. Now in the lower levels of the ship, I can see Samus finding her paralyzer pistol instead of the plasma cutter due to this being Metroid, and maybe the CEC just happened to find it somewhere. Also, I'm sure the CEC modded the hell out of the paralyzer pistol to be a lot more useful to the engineers and technicians that work on the Ishimura, so it would probably work the same. After that, Samus finally encounters her first necromorph fight. After a few headshots, she realizes it still isn't dead. Finally, she learns that you need to chop off their limbs, then they finally die. Now, this is the part of the story where I'm perfectly content on ending the video here, because there's really nothing else different besides the guns, the main character herself, and a bunch of other things. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave this video here. I could include the clone of Samus, but that wouldn't really fit in this story, at least, of Dead Space, because the marker doesn't, have the X parasites, so that wouldn't make any sense. But if you did enjoy this video and you want more, please be sure to hit the like button down below, and hey, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you never miss another video from me ever again. Stay awesome, guys.